Well, what's going on? I mean, I just don't feel like sleeping, so I'm gonna make this video. There are some people leaving me comments that I shouldn't be masturbating and drinking alcohol because this is not good for me. Well, I mean, I don't care. A lot of time we as humans we do things which is not good for us, but we enjoy doing it. And everybody tells us, hey, don't do this, don't do that. You're destroying your life. I mean, right now I'm destroying my life because I'm not sleeping when I need to sleep. But, for some reason I just can't sleep. I don't know why, and it's not good, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like people should have a right to do self-destructive behaviors. At the end of the day, look at that. Let's compare that to Alexei Navalny. For example, Alexei Navalny died when he was 47 because he was standing for something. Right? He died in jail. Bad, right? And look at that. That is not standing for nothing. People don't take him seriously. He's 45. He's probably gonna live past 47, even though he's an alcoholic. And he is not going against the grid, and nobody is taking him seriously. But what kind of life he's living? I'm sure Alexei Navalny was probably drinking way less than that. So see, it's like you can live relatively long and drink a lot, versus you can not drink anything and, live short life. My mom was giving me examples like, there are some people, who have problems and they don't drink. And that makes them feel better, I guess, but it really doesn't matter. It's not like these people are super successful either, whether they're drinking or not. And there are other people who drink more than these people, and they make more money and they have more sex and everything. Let's take Chad, for example, He's married now. He had fun in his life, he's making money, and he's drinking. Oh, but he's normal, you not. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. I don't fucking care. So, I mean, yeah, I've been watching this stuff on YouTube too, that watching porn kind of decreases your desire because instead of focusing on your desire to be with a woman, you satisfy yourself and then you just don't care. So it's like you have less desire for it, but at the same time, it's like the way people treating me, what's going on around me, and people treat you like there is something wrong with you, and they treat you like you cannot lift stuff when you can, and people treat you like you need help, and people tell you how to be, how to act. Like, I feel like I'm not in the position I want to be with a woman right now because it's like I'm not working a lot. I'm doing things which are toxic for me. I don't have my freedoms. Like, I keep telling you, before I used to work a lot, I used to drink, and I used to drink even more, and now people tell me I'm an alcoholic, but before I used to drink way more. Even on my videos too, and I used to drink faster too, and nobody gave a fuck. I was fine. So, and I was actually working more hours and working harder and sleeping less than now. I was working 2 jobs in like 4 or 5 hours a day. And now it's like I'm barely working 20 hours a week. And then I'm about to get another job, which is like a gig, which is like I never received any packages yet. I just filled out my W-2 today. And all I'm doing is I'm sitting in this freaking little room all day and I don't give a shit. Living like a vegetable. Listening to people's advice on what should I be doing with my life. And before I didn't have to deal with it. I was just doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do and I didn't care. So... I'm not drinking a lot as is. And not to mention, like I said, you have to understand too, okay, let's say I'm gonna stop making these videos where I drink malt liquor at all. And people's gonna be like, oh, you're not drinking. Well, I can still drink off camera, and you're not gonna know about it. As a matter of fact, I know some people who think that drinking videos are stupid and they're drinking every day. And everybody knows about it, so... I can say, yeah, I'm stopped drinking. And I still will be doing it. And then what? What, I'm gonna be like Todd? Who will be hiding my beers and then drinking warm beer or whatever. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen to me like that, but that's just something which can happen with people who just like being told that, hey, you cannot drink, but they just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. And people tell these people, oh, don't masturbate, and they're like, fuck, I don't care. I mean, if you're worried about that, if I was in Columbus with Alim or whatever, like, I wouldn't be doing it as much. So... I mean, people say you have to have self-control, you shouldn't be going after your animalistic desires, whatever, but... I really don't give a fuck. I really don't care anymore. I don't see the point of caring about nothing anymore. So also somebody left me a comment that I'm having a relationship with alcohol, with malt liquor, that I'm lonely, whatever. Fuck. I'm cool. I'm actually kind of happy that I don't have to deal with people. I'm not particularly happy to talk to people, and people don't really like talking to me anyway, so it's like, and every conversation I have with them, it's always like bunch of bullshit and stupid questions, and it's like, but when I really want to say how I feel about things, they all of a sudden, they don't want to talk to me anyway, so it's like, what the fuck, you know? And people I may want to talk to, I can't even talk to them. Or all the conversations are like this. I tell people how I feel, and they're taking it like I need advice, and they giving me advice like I didn't ask them for it. Taking things the wrong way. Even when I was talking to one of my Venezuelan friends, I was telling him about Lydia, like I went on it on YouTube. He's been telling me, when I was just telling how I feel, I was just like sharing with him what's on my mind, because, you know, it's like whatever I have on my mind, I just talk about it. And he's like, don't talk about it, focus on your goal. And then I go on the fucking YouTube and I watch these reels, which makes me think about her even more. And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's good to focus on your goal. And then again, people tell you about to focus on your goal. I go to work and I deal with a bunch of bullshit. And people treat me like fucking retard. And I'm not that special or stupid or whatever. Like, treat me like I need help and I don't. And I'm like, okay, well, if you treat me like that, what kind of goals you talking about when you treat me like I cannot do anything? So, okay, well, if that's the truth that I cannot do anything, I might as well just do nothing in life anyway. You know, fuck it. You already know that I'm a fucking loser, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do nothing. When I open my mouth, you already tell me to shut the fuck up. Okay. Why should I be talking to you, motherfucker? So. And then what? Going out with woman, right? And she'll be telling me to shut up because you're not developed and you shouldn't fucking be bossing her around to tell you, bitch, I'm doing things for you. You need to fucking be my sex slave or whatever. When I have complete right to do it, but she's like, no, you cannot do it. You're not normal. Even though all the normal guys been abusive towards me, but no, you have to be nice to me, even though I'm a fucking bitch. Yeah, right. And what other woman? They just like, oh, you a child, I'm not gonna have sex with you. Fuck. Oh, you need to change in order for me to be with you. Or they just walking out on me. Or they just don't want nothing to do with me. Alright, well. And then you're wondering why I would rather pay for sex than be in a relationship. And then you're wondering why I'm, you know, keeping Alima close to me, because I already know that other women, they're gonna give me a bunch of crap and I don't want to deal with them. Plus, I don't like anybody anyway, so. Why should I deal with a woman who'd be fucking shutting me down and telling me that I'm not a normal person, I shouldn't be like this? I don't need that shit in my life, fuck that. Telling me you need to be more developed in order to boss me around, even when I'm right. Alright, well. You feel like I don't know anything because I'm weird, whatever. Even when I'm right, well. I don't like your way of thinking. Don't be like amazed that I'm fucking abusing you because of it, because I don't fucking care. If I see that the woman is like normal and she feels like I'm not developed, but I'm like bigger and stronger than she is, and I can do anything I want, and I'm doing things for her, heh, she needs to be my fucking slave. She needs to keep her fucking mouth shut. Because I'm fucking such a nice person and she's giving me so much crap for no reason, you know? She's been pain in the ass just because of that. I know I'm talking about Lydia, but at that time I didn't care about having sex with her anyway. Even though, you know, I'm probably the most deserved person to do it because of what I've done for her. But because I was in a relationship, so it's like I didn't care about having sex with her anyway. And I was not attracted to her at the time too. But I'm just saying, you know, my point is like, you have no right to fucking criticize me if I'm doing shit for you. And criticizing me, it's also like I said, it's taking my freedoms away from me. And then she's probably thinking, well, I got you, but then if you are the way you are, then I probably, like if I'm going out somewhere with some people, I will never take you, you know, in the society or to, I would never like introduce you to my friends or whatever, because they may have problem with you because of the way you are. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, as a matter of fact, I don't even like to be around people. So for me, it's a fucking blessing. Because when I'm around people, they're only fucking making me angry anyway. I don't give a fuck. So if you don't want me to take me around people, cool. Less stress for me. I won't have to be around people who will be shutting me down or telling me how to act or telling me not to show off. I won't have these problems in my life. I don't care. It's fine. Or people telling, oh, I had to tell everybody what's wrong with you, otherwise people gonna beat the crap out of me. Well, that's why I've been telling you, that's why I've been going to martial arts before and I was like working out and shit. So that way if people's gonna give me shit, I'm also gonna be able to fuck them up too. And if I'm gonna punish somebody or fuck somebody up, and I'm gonna show people, look, this is what's gonna happen to you if you're not gonna let me do what I want, if you're not gonna shut the fuck up and do what I want, this is what's gonna happen to you. Shit. It's like my fantasies right there. I'll feel like a king. I'll feel like I'm punishing motherfuckers for not letting me do what I want and not giving me my way. Or telling me it's something I don't like. Because, you know, people talking about self-control, and I was always thinking, well, if I was bigger, if I was stronger, if I have a gun, somebody says something I don't like, they wouldn't wake up tomorrow, and I will feel like a fucking king. And people would be afraid of me, and I would fucking love it. See, this is where my mind really goes to. That's why I'm fucking feel like, you know, I was thinking like that yelling at people, screaming at people, that's like a symbol of strength. You see? Because I'm not taking shit from people. That's how I used to view things. You know? And I feel like because I was putting up with people, it was weakness. Because I was afraid. Sometimes I regret that with some women I was not obnoxious enough, but everything happens for a reason. Maybe it's for the best. Because, you know, if I would have made certain decisions, maybe things would get worse for me, so maybe it's a good thing, you know. But sometimes it's like I feel like it would be so nice if I would just like be a god and punish people for not letting me do what I want or telling me something I don't like. You know? Punish people for making me feel like shit. Punishing people for thinking the wrong things, which insults me. Things like that. That would be great. But people say, who are you? You're just a human. Well, maybe I'm just a human, but I'm just a human, I'm just a slave. And I hate being a slave. I hate that I have to kiss up to people. And also people were writing me in Russian, they're talking about that I don't understand my emotions. And that's why I suppress them. Well, and I was arguing and saying, and they didn't say anything back to me, but my point was the fact that I suppress my emotions because I understand them. Because let's say if I wouldn't understand my emotions, right? Let's say I get angry, and I don't understand why I get angry. And I go to work without understanding my emotions. And I don't just get angry. I actually say how I feel to people. See, I understand if I would be doing that, I may get fired from everywhere I go. So I choose to suppress it. But sometimes it's just so fucking difficult because people are making me angry all the time because they don't letting me do what I want and act how I want and telling me, oh, you shouldn't be like that. You're causing problems for other people. And I get angry because I feel powerless. And quite honestly, I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to tell to other people how I feel. Because they're gonna say, well, we don't give a fuck either. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. And what's the choice I'm gonna have? To use my last money to get a gun and punish them? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, really. And that will be my end. So, that's the only thing I can think of. But this is not the situation I want to be in. So, and every time people telling me how to act, I get so fucking angry and people telling me I shouldn't feel that way. And I start hating them even more for telling me that type of stuff. Telling me how should I feel. And they're wondering why I hate them all so much. Because I'm a slave and I don't like being a fucking slave. I won't do what I want when I want. I don't give a fuck. And people say, well, if you feel that way, well, good luck. You're not gonna make it. Well, and then you're wondering why I hate this fucking world and people in it. because they're forcing me to live how I don't want to live, and they're telling me how I should or shouldn't be. And instead of adjusting themselves to me, they say, no, you're not a normal person, you should be the one adjusting to other people. Or else what, you should go on disability or whatever. And I'm like, fuck everyone. And right now, I'm walking around, I'm like, I don't even want to talk to people. I don't want to be taking out women on the dates, because if I do that, they're gonna start shutting me down. And I'm gonna know about it, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm definitely not going on the date with you, bitch. I would rather just like not talk to nobody, save myself money. So, well, if let's say I'm gonna be done with Alima, what, I'm just gonna pay for sex like I used to. And then treat women just like a means to an end. And they may think that I'm weird and creepy, but I'm not gonna care, because who are they to me? They're nobodies, they just meet. They just means to an end, I don't fucking care. And I'm okay with that, because I like that idea. I like my freedom. It's the most precious and important thing for me is freedom. Yep. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be repeating myself, because I said that thing in so many videos. But that's it. I'm gonna try to sleep now. It's Saturday, so I'm gonna have a day of rest. Saturday and Sunday. We'll be doing my DoorDash and doing my accounting and learning Spanish and watching these funny reels where I'm watching Shakira dancing with a dog. Women these days too, they don't care about men, they just like animals. Well, it's just like how I am too, like I prefer animals to people myself, so I don't blame them. And that's why I said the only way I can be in a relationship with a woman is like the way they think and the way people think in general. The only relationship I can have with these people is like this. Just fucking go to work, give the woman money and have sex with her. I don't talk that much. That's it. That's the only way I can deal with them anyway. And I'm cool with it. I don't really want to be like, in this fucking deeper relationship or whatever. So then what? I have to listen to a bunch of insults because she has a problem with me being weird and is trying to fix me, like I said. My biggest pet peeve. Or, I just don't want to deal with that shit. Really. It just like fucks up my morale. Every time when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I want to deal with it. Fuck it. Fuck it all. I know how I feel about me. I'm weird and creepy and you were gonna be trying to fix me. I need to go. I need to run. I need to run. I need to run. Alright guys, I'm out later.